Imagine you're arrested over a $90 dinner bill, then the police release you, alone, in the middle of the night, miles from home, with no phone, no wallet, and no car. That was the last time anyone saw Mitrice Richardson alive. Mitrice Richardson was 24, living in Los Angeles, working as a receptionist, and dreaming of becoming a psychologist. Friends say she was bubbly, adventurous, and never afraid to try something new. On September 16, 2009, she drove out to an upscale restaurant in Malibu called Joffrey's. Witnesses later said her behavior that night was odd. She joined a table of strangers, made strange comments about astrology and settling her debts, and then walked out without paying her $89 bill. The staff called the sheriff's department. When deputies arrived, they found a small amount of flour in her car and decided to arrest her. Here's where it gets eerie. Instead of keeping her overnight or calling a friend to pick her up, deputies released her at 12:15 a.m. in the pitch-black, rural canyon area she didn't know, with no phone, no purse, no money, and her car impounded miles away. The closest open business was a 24-hour store about 6 miles down the road, but Mitrice didn't head that way. A resident in a nearby neighborhood called 911 saying a young black woman was in their backyard, speaking softly. They went outside and she was gone. That was the last confirmed sighting of her. For months, her family searched, begged for answers, and questioned why she was ever released under those conditions. Then, nearly a year later, hikers stumbled upon human remains deep in the remote canyon. They were identified as Mitrice. But here's the thing. The location of her body, the conditions of the remains, and the police's explanation left more question than answers. In part 2, we'll talk about the theories, the suspicious police behavior, and whether this was a tragic accident or something far more sinister.